Iż-żifna Voyager, imtella minn sfin Malta u ispirata mir-riċerka spazjali tan-NASA, tistħarreġ kif it-tamiet tagħna nbidlu ma' żminijiet. Dan ix-xogħol b'direzzjoni ta' Paolo Mangiola qed isir f'kollaborazzjoni mal-artist viżiv Austin Camilleri u għandu joħodna f'dinja li bejn nafwa u bejn ma nafuwix.
The idea of Voyager came up a couple of years ago, actually, almost 2 years ago. I went to see an exhibition in Berlin, and they were talking about the golden record, which is actually a time capsule that has been launched on the Voyager spacecraft. I am from the 80s, and I grew up with science fiction, and space exploration was all over TV. And I remember when I was young, the two space probes called Voyagers, which were launched in 1977. So I went back into this memory and I was like, let me just research this a little bit more. And that's where basically the idea and then the piece came about. NASA called Carl Sagan, which at the time was working with them, and they asked him to curate a time capsule, something that would sort of encapsulate the essence of who we are. And I think this is it's quite a beautiful thing to get lost in it. And I wanted to do this research with movement. So the piece that the audience will see, the experience that we are providing, follows two clear, distinct journeys. It follows the journey of the space probe, so the space exploration of the solar system, and how the space probes, they encounter the different planets. And now they are in the interstellar space. And then it follows the chronological order of what the items on the golden disc, on the golden record were. Immediately, I think as an audience, you really get moved because it's really not about the story, but it's about evoking something through movement. As an audience, you receive that, you digest that, and then it opens up that amazing space for you to reflect on who we are. There is always a different specific question that I ask myself, and for this particular project, I wanted to dig down into this notion of who we are as humans.
Oiknis poteste chairete, eirenikos prosphilus elelithamen philoi.
As a choreographer, you come into places, and what you do, you respond to places. And you try to, through that response, to also shake that environment. And that's what is happening here. That's, I try always to do that wherever I go. I have the luxury of being in a place where, as an artist, I can gather a team of like-minded people that can really participate and contribute quite actively to the process. And for this very first work that I did for the company, I wanted to work with Austin Camilleri, which is a visual artist from Gozo, known here in Malta for his work and internationally. And they contributed with this beautiful object. The task for Austin was that to kind of participate with his work and to participate with his practice. You see, like, in every single artist that got into the process brought something that, and this is again kind of the idea of choreography, that doesn't overtake, but is an element that enters in a kind of democratic dialogue with all the other elements. So then you as an author, it's just to give volume to one element to the other one. And also I worked with Veronique Vella, which an incredible composer. And then also I was lucky enough to work with Luca Zoppardi. And Luke created these amazing costumes, which are this sort of retro 70s, postmodern cell kind of tops, which then they transform. So again, every artist that I brought in contributed so much to this process that yeah, I'm so happy that then everything is manifested to a work that people can go and experience and get something out of it. The work premiered in November, and now we're going into a national tour. We are touching on different locations in Malta, and we're going to Gozo. And we got an incredible platform this summer, an invitation from an Italian international festival called Civita Nuova Danza, where it's the first time that Malta is represented and Malta goes. And of course, there is a great platform for the company and of course for Malta to be there and to be present. And after that, we are planning a tour in the autumn, an international tour. So there is lots and lots of work that we are planning.